Good evening and welcome to Lovington Lady Cat Basketball from the Walmart Digital Land, One Radio Square Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Stone Oilfield Services, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, Bob's Thriftway, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, Lovington Municipal Schools, Master Plumbers, Cannon Safety, Eunice Pump and Supply, and Western States Insurance. This is your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. For everything you need out in the patch, be sure you call W.H. Stone and the family at Stone Oilfield Services, proud supporters of the Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats. Kind of an abridged version of the Stone Oilfield Services pregame show tonight, as, of course, with the Stuff-A-Truck going on, rolled in just a few minutes ago as the Lady Cats preparing to take on the Fillies of Denver City. Lovington at 2-4 on the year, Denver City at 2-9. So two teams looking to get their season back on the right track. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Michael Todd joining us tonight from Stuff-A-Truck. And welcome, Michael. I can't believe I talked you into doing this, but appreciate you being along as we get ready for a little Friday night basketball here in southeast New Mexico.
I'm ready for it. I love basketball, and I think this is going to be a great game.
Well, hopefully so for the Lovington Lady Cats under long-time and now returned head coach Chief Bridgeforth. It's going to be a matter tonight of getting everything in sync. Now, they had a big win on Tuesday night. They did everything they wanted to do. I think pretty much went just like they had scripted it up. And so now they've got to try and do it again. I said Tuesday night, actually Monday night against Eunice. The important things tonight to remember is they're going to have to work, and it's up to them. They can do it either way, either work outside in, so use their perimeter shooters. Malaya Castro, Carly Knapp, Paisha Gonzalez, all able to light it up from the outside and then work it inside, because when they start covering those shooters, then you're going to have Schaus and Barunda really available to move in and attack, and Aubrey Aranda and Malaya Castro also can at that point penetrate and move through and get into the paint. Now, with that being said, and they can do it inside out or outside in, so going to be looking forward to that. As we get ready for the national anthem, we'll wrap up the Stone Oilfield Services pregame show. A quick edition of it tonight. Come back with the starting lineups in the national anthem. Lady Cat basketball continues in a moment. Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com.
Common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcacnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat basketball from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports as we get ready to tip off this New Mexico-Texas battle tonight from right over the state line. The Denver City Fillies coming in to take on your Lovington Lady Cats. Starting lineup tonight for the 2-9 Fillies under head coach Saul Gutierrez. It'll be number 4, Daniela Vega, number 10, Brooklyn McCray, number 11, Natalie Garcia, number 1, Amber Carter, and number 12, Danny Gonzalez. For your Lovington Lady Cats, starting 5 tonight will be number 4, Carly Knapp, number 5, Aubrey Aranda, number 12, Malaya Castro, number 14, Ashlyn Barunda, and number 42, Abigail Schaus. The Lady Cats at 2-4 on the season under Chief Bridgeforth. The Lady Cats are in the home whites with the blue letters and numbers and Lady Cats on the front. For the visiting Fillies, they are in the road red with the silver letters and numbers and DC on the front. So 2 teams looking to get their seasons turned around and move this one forward as we head out to center court to jump this one up. Looking forward to this one tonight as Abigail Schaus will head to the Big Cat at the center of the court to take the jump against Amber Carter. Here we go with Michael Todd. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan on assignment tonight. And the Lady Cats win the opening tip as Carly will track it down and hand it immediately to Malaya in the backcourt. She'll toss it over to Knapp, deep left corner. Carly pulls the trigger on a 3, and that one is going to be off the mark. Battled for the rebound, and coming away with that one is Denver City. Those silver numbers are going to be a little hard for me to pick up at times. So that was number 11. That was Garcia with it. A 3 on the way, and bang! As just like that, Denver City puts that one down as Garcia will rattle that one home, and Denver City quickly with the 3-0 lead as Castro takes it over to the right side, being shadowed by Gonzalez, hands it off to Aranda. Aubrey gets into the right block, and she will push it off the glass, up and in good. So now it's a 3-2 ball game. Aranda 28 points on Monday night against Eunice. Picking up the dribble, tossing it over as that'll be McCray. She tosses it onto the right baseline, and run out is Vega. Vega in a little bit of trouble. Pivots, finds some help, and moving it back out will be Garcia, who will reset the offense. 1 minute gone in this one, 3-2 in favor of the Fillies. Now into the deep left corner, once again thinking about the 3. Lovington getting there on defense quickly as DC will reset, and a hot shot pass into Carter, but Schaus and Aranda there as they'll work it into the deep left corner. Garcia for 3 once again, and that one nothing but the bottom of the net. Garcia back-to-back trays to put it out to a 6-2 lead in favor of the Fillies. Castro to the front court, the high inlet pass stolen away, trying to get Schaus in the low post. Jumping up and grabbing that one was Carter. First turnover of the ball game, and Denver City will bring it back down. 6-2 in favor of the Fillies as it'll be Vega back out between the rings. Coach Gutierrez directs traffic, telling her to go to the right wing. She will, where Knapp will pick her up. Lovington in a 2-3 zone defense. As moving through, putting a shot up and bouncing around, and no good for Vega, but she's fouled. She'll head to the line for 2. Couple of Lady Cats in the neighborhood as they're going to whistle that one on Aranda. Her first personal, and it'll be the first team foul on Lovington. So Vega at the line to shoot 2. Bends the knees, eyes it, skies it, and swish. So a quick 7-2 lead in favor of Denver City. As the ref gives her the ball back. Second shot is up, and that one is good. So now it is an 8-2 DC lead. As Schaus to inbound it, pushes it into Castro under full court pressure. Malaya, a little spin move, works her way up against McCray. Takes it all the way, goes right side, and then they will call a foul on the floor. They're going to whistle, I think, Carter on that one. And it will be on Carter, her first personal, and the ref emphatic that it was on the floor. Only way to stop Malaya when she gets ahead of steam is to foul her. So Aranda to inbound it from left of her own bucket. Under pressure, the high pass to Schaus. It's bounced around and stolen away by Denver City. Bringing it back down, breaking away is Vega. Takes it up and in off the right side. She's got 4 points, a 10-2 run to start things off for Denver City. To Knapp from the left block. Shot up and rattles home for Carly. It breaks a 7-0 run for Denver City, makes it 10-4. To the front court comes Denver City, and they pass it into the middle, and Barunda will steal it away. Ashland will trigger it back the other way, brings it coast to coast, gets bumped, no call, and she will turn it over. Third turnover for the Lady Cats as the Fillies bring it back down with Garcia. Garcia into the deep left corner, another three ball on the way. That one is off the mark, but there with the rebound and the putback is Carter, and timeout taken by... Oh, nope, actually it'll be a timeout on the floor for some equipment as McCray needs to tie the shoes. So 12-4, Denver City on an early run here in the first. 5 minutes remaining in the first as Malaya brings it up and into the front court. She'll cross over under pressure from Gonzalez. Tries to get it into it onto right base. She will. Then to Schaus high post. Abigail turnaround shot, no good. And the rebound going to be brought down by Carter, her second. Carter will leave it off in the backcourt. Garcia to the front court. Pushes into the deep left corner. She will get it right back. Pardon me, that was Garcia. I'll learn him before too long. Denver City, good crisp passes. WNBA 3 on the way, and a foul called, an offensive foul, as Schaus goes hard to the floor. As they will call an offensive foul on Denver City. And they will call the push foul on Carter, her second quick personal. And it will wind up as a turnover for Denver City. Give the ball back to the Lady Cats. So the Lady Cats trail by 8 with 4:20 remaining here in this first quarter as Castro, the 2-12s battling as Malaya takes it into the front court. High pass to Aranda, then back to Schaus at the free throw line. Turnaround jumper from there and swish. Abigail will put it down and cut the lead in half. Now 12-6 at the halfway mark of this first period. Pushing it into the front court with Vega. Long cross-court pass, dangerous to McCray, and a whistle sounds and knocked out of bounds as Barunda going over trying to knock it away. And does, but out of bounds, not able to steal it. And it'll be Gonzalez to pull the trigger on the inbound from the far side. Jabri Rios will check into the ball game. Jabri will come in. Schaus going to take a seat for a couple of minutes. As the trigger pulled by Gonzalez, she will get it into McCray. McCray between the rings, uses up the dribble. Over to Vega on the right wing to the free throw line. Bad pass stolen away as Barunda will bring it back down. Ashland, though, with pressure, hands it off to Rios. Rios uses up the dribble to Malaya. Malaya, WNBA plus distance three. Puts up the shot. It is off the arc and out of bounds and touched last by Lovington. It's Denver City basketball. 6-12, 12-6, I should say our score. 3.5 minutes to go in a fast-moving first. Push it into the front court. A little bit of a bobble there for Granados, and then the turnaround is up, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Barunda will come away with it, and that is the first rebound for Lovington in this contest. And it comes with 3 minutes to go. Aranda, step back from 15. Shot up, no good, and it'll be Knapp with the rebound. Carly brings it down. Lovington will reset and resettle. Hand it to Malaya. Then she picks up the dribble, needs some help. Ooh, almost picked up the pivot foot. Got it off to Knapp in time. Knapp gets it back, gives it back to Castro. Going into the right lane, a little underhand scoop shot, no good, but she's fouled. That'll put Castro at the line to shoot two. Couple of Fillies in the neighborhood. They're going to call that one on Granados. Well, that'll be her first personal, and it'll be the third team foul on Denver City, so that'll put Malaya at the line for two. Lovington with a chance to chop into the lead a little bit, trailing by 6. As looking at it, eyeing it, skying it, Malaya up and in and out. That thing was 3/4 of the way down the cylinder, and then it just popped right out. I didn't realize we had a spring in the bottom of that bucket, but we very well might. So Castro misses the first. She'll eye the second. Looks at it, puts it up, and that one is no good either, but it'll be Barunda with the rebound. Good job by Ashland as Ashland will drive left baseline and put it up and in. So even though missed both free throws, still get 2 points out of it. So now it's just a 4-point Denver City lead. Lovington trying to mount a little late first quarter comeback. Into the front court, Lady goes hard to the rack, and they're going to say no foul, and it'll just be a turnover. So Denver City's turned it over their last couple of times down the court. Give it back to Lovington. Castro, Aranda, Rios, Knapp, and Barunda on the court for the Lady Cats. With 2:25 to go here in the first. Malaya crosses the front court against a 1-2-2 defense. Hands it to Knapp, to Aranda. Aubrey brings it back, a little crossover, drives into the right base, has to move out. He is forced out of there by Garcia. Now a three on the way for Castro. That one no good, and the rebound going to be brought down by Garcia. That's her second board of the ball game. Pushing it forward, back to Garcia. Garcia, long cross-court pass. She'll get that one out to Garcia. Then try the fastball inside. It is loose on the court, picked up by Denver City, and up and in by Granados. That's 22. That's Setos. So her first points of the ball game. And Lovington pulls the trigger on another three and an air ball for Malaya. Will go in the books as a turnover for the Lady Cats. Denver City back up 14-8, 90 seconds to go in the fast-moving first. Garcia directs traffic. Garcia to Garcia. Now to the free throw line, and then the high inlet pass to Setos. Puts the ball on the floor, and then she is going to get tied up. Good job by Aranda inside to tie up Setos. But it'll stay Denver City basketball as Schaus will check back in. Pesha Gonzalez comes in too. As Barunda and Knapp head to the bench to take a breather. Denver City to inbound from right of their own bucket to Granados, who just flashed through untouched and up and in. And now it's a 16-8 lead. Was down to 4, now back up to 8 points for the Fillies. We click down towards 1 minute remaining here in the first. Push it over to Aubrey and loses it off of her shin and then out. Fifth turnover for the Lady Cats. Takaranda, though, back at full speed. She was wearing an ankle brace the other night. Didn't seem to slow her up much. As back into the front court, bouncing it inside, trying to get it to Setos. They will, and it'll be blocked away by Schaus and into the hands of Aranda to a breaking Malaya Castro. Malaya takes it up and count the bucket and the foul. Malaya Castro with a chance for three the old-fashioned way after the foul. As they will whistle that one on Natalie Garcia, her first personal. And it'll be the fourth team foul on Denver City. Checking in for the Fillies, Brooklyn McCray. As Garcia checks out. So Malaya at the line for the and one. Eyes it, skies it, and swish. So now just a 5-point DC lead with 45 seconds to go here in the first. Lovington just got a little shocked, I think, coming out. Ooh, almost a backcourt violation and a bad pass, and it'll go into the stands and not touched by Lovington. So Denver City turning it over for a sixth time. So Lovington with a chance to mount a little charge here late in the first quarter, trailing 16-11. Castro surveys the floor, crosses the timeline, will push it over to Gonzalez on the near side in front of the DC bench. To the left elbow with Schaus. Schaus pushing out to Aranda, but that one will go out off of Denver City. It'll stay Lovington basketball. Lady Cats just not moving the ball real well here in this first period, but only trailing by 5. Push it inside to Rios, who gets it back out to Aranda. Gets picked up quickly by Granados. Flips it around to Malaya on the far sideline. Malaya gets a screen from Gonzalez, who gets knocked on her fanny. No call to Schaus in the right elbow. Abigail's shot from 15 is up, no good. And the rebound will be brought down by Setos at the buzzer. We have played one from here at Wildcat Gym. Lady Cats trailing Denver City by a score of 16-11. We'll be back in 1 minute as Lady Cat basketball continues in a moment.
Inside your pipes, your toilet pipes, bathroom sink pipes, even your kitchen sink pipe. I'm inside and outside causing all sorts of problems. Plumbing problems? Call the Master. Master Plumbers, serving households in Lee County and West Texas for over 20 years. Tell Sammy Sludge you called the Master. Master Plumbers, 397-9385.
Attention oil patch companies. Is your team safety training ready to go on location? If you need safe land, CPR, and H2S training, Cannon Safety is who you need. They'll get you squared away with NCCE ROQs and pipeline training. Cannon Safety has a variety of PW, Honeywell, H2S, and multi-gas personal monitors starting at $99. Nothing is more important than your company's safety. Don't waste any more time. Get a Cannon Safety professional on the job today. Google Cannon Safety Hobbs or call 575-738-0001. And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat Basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com. And I'll check to see if we're on the Z94 Facebook page here in just a minute. With Michael Todd, I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan on assignment tonight. 16-11 our score. Lovington trailing Denver City. It will be Lady Cat basketball as we start the second half. To Aranda, get it to Barunda, and then to Schaus, and Abigail. Little turnaround from the low post and up and in for Abby. She's got 4 points, and Lovington strikes first here in the second quarter. Push it forward to Granados. She'll take it to the free throw line, uses up the dribble, needs some help. Pushes it back to McCray for three. That one is off the mark, but the rebound will be made by Setasetos. And then she is going to be losing the basketball and out of bounds. 7th turnover for Denver City. Lovington with 5 in that first quarter. Denver City with 6. But Denver City leading by 3. 7.5 remaining here in the first half of play. Malaya turns on the Jets, brings it into the front court to Knapp. Pushes it into the deep left corner for Barunda. Barunda drives left baseline, puts up the little push shot. Not going to fall, and the ball loose on the sideline and out. Pretty good battle under there, and last touched by Lovington as Aranda, Barunda, and Garcia all battling like Wolverines, which is hard considering they're Fillies and Wildcats, but you go with it. To Granados, she goes in and gets it swatted away by Barunda, gets the ball back to the free throw line, turnaround jumper, puts it up, and it is in. Granados with 4 points in the ball game, makes it an 18-13 lead, back up to 5 for the Fillies. To the front court come the Lady Cats. To Malaya, pushes in, tries to get it in to Schaus, but Abigail can't handle it, and it'll go out of bounds, so a turnover each way. And it'll be back into the hands of the Lovington Lady Cats. So it'll be Aranda to inbound it. She'll toss it into Barunda, deep left corner. She's picked up quickly by McCray. Ashton will take it through herself, and McCray blocks her out. Goes out, and it'll stay Lovington basketball. They've just not done a great job moving things around. Good pressure defense by Denver City. So Aranda to push it in. Gets it to Barunda at the left elbow. Takes it to the left block. Is pushed out. Nifty little spin move. Goes into the left lane, and the underhand scoop is up and in. Ashland with 4 points in the ball game. Back to a 3-point Denver City lead. Push it to the free throw line with Setasetos. Down to the deep left corner, McCray. Out to Garcia. Knapp picks her up quickly. She'll take it to the right block and tries to screwball one out and is knocked away by Lovington and almost saved on the far side by Malaya after a good hustle play on the baseline, but stays Denver City basketball. 18-15 is the score. Denver City in the lead. Fillies and the Lady Cats both looking for their third win of the season. So Garcia will control it. She'll move it back and swatted away by Malaya, but just couldn't corral it and take it back. Now Garcia to the right wing for three. It is in and out. Battle underneath, and it'll be Setasetos with the rebound, but then she is tied up by Malaya Castro. Setasetos, that was her fourth rebound of the ball game, and possession arrow stays with Denver City. Daniela Vega will come in for the Fillies. I keep wanting to call them Lady Mustangs, but that is not what they are. That's the boys' teams. The push shot in. Garcia somehow gets away from it. Fall away from 5. Make that 10. Not going to go, and out of bounds. Last touched underneath by one of the Fillies. There were a couple of them under there. It'll be Lovington basketball. Great to have you with us tonight. Of course, after tonight, Lovington will be back in action on Tuesday, part of a doubleheader. down at Yellow Jacket Town in Kermit. Well, we got to worry about this one tonight. Throw the fastball into Abigail. High off the glass and up and in over Setos. Schaus now with 6 points in the ball game and gets Lovington back to within 1. I think Denver City was expecting a full court press, and it was a little bit of a surprise when Lovington dropped back in defense. Now they'll pick things up. Garcia to Granados, and she will travel. That is the 9th turnover for Denver City. Good pressure by Lovington, forcing the turnover. So Lady Cat basketball. Aranda, Castro, Schaus, Barunda, and Knapp on the floor for the Lady Cats. It's the starting 5 out there as they trail by 1. Hand it to Aubrey. Quickly uses upper dribble. Now back to Malaya. She'll throw the fastball into Abigail and rolls in and out. And off of the tip, it'll be in the hands of Garcia. That'll be her 3rd board of the ball game. Garcia, she'll throw the fastball underneath to Granados, and she gets fouled. Looked like a pretty good block from Aubrey, but Aubrey got a little hand with her too, so whistle Aubrey for her 2nd personal. Be the first team foul in the quarter on the Lady Cats. And that'll put Denver City at the line for 2, where they are a perfect 2 of 2. First shot on the way for Granados is in and out. She's got 4 points in the contest. Subs checking in for Chief Bridgeforth. As Braylon Hernandez. There's a Brooklyn on the other side. Second shot on the way for Granados, and that one going to fall off, and Jabri Rios will have her first rebound, and we'll have a whistle sound. And, yep, Jabri didn't get the dribble down quick enough. 7th turnover for Lovington. So give it right back to Denver City on their side of midcourt. Inbound will be made by Garcia. She'll toss it in to Garcia. Garcia to Garcia. Sounds like the law firm. Garcia to Garcia, now into the deep right corner to Granados. Picks up the pivot foot, not called, but loses the ball. It is loose on the floor, and they will call jump ball. Or did they call timeout Denver City? And it'll be timeout Denver City. We'll just keep it right here. It's a 30-second timeout as Coach Gutierrez got that timeout called before the jump ball could be called. He saved him a turnover there. Well, we've got a moment. A big thanks to all of our great sponsors. You see them there at the bottom of your screen. You're hearing their ads. It's because of those folks that we never have to charge you to watch your kids and your teams play. So be sure you thank those businesses and support them as well for supporting the Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats. Of course, don't forget to, if you're watching on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel. And just a reminder, when we get to 2,000 subscribers, we do this every 1,000 subscribers. We get to 2,000 subscribers, I'll pull another $100 bill out of my pocket and give it to one subscriber. It's not coming from the sponsors, not coming from the station. Just my way of saying thank you for supporting the Lovington Wildcats and Lady Cats. Out of the timeout, Denver City basketball, and a bad pass. That one is going to go into the backcourt violation, so the timeout doesn't wind up saving them the turnover. It just burns a couple of seconds off the clock. 10 turnovers now for Denver City. They'll be in a full court pressure look. Zaranda will push it into the backcourt to Malaya. Under intense pressure from Gonzalez. To the front court, Malaya brings it over, hands it off to Hernandez. Hernandez to Barunda. Barunda goes behind the back, takes it into the left lane, tries to get it inside to Jabri Rios, but stolen away by Granados. Back down comes Denver City into the left corner. Garcia, bounce pass back to Garcia. To Garcia, and a 3 on the way from the right wing. That one not going to fall, pardon me, that was Vega. Granados will get the rebound, and then she'll try and push it out, and they'll call an offensive foul on Granados. Or are they going to call the 5-second violation? They'll call the violation instead. That'll be 11 turnovers for Denver City, as they'll drop back quickly in man pressure. Malaya Castro working against Gonzalez, brings it into the front court, and they're going to call the push-off on Malaya. That'll be her first personal. They're going to call the block on her. Actually, sorry about that. It was away from the ball with Braylon Hernandez, her first personal, second team foul. 8th turnover for the Lady Cats. Garcia to Vega. Denver City into the front court to Garcia. Wide open look from the right corner. 3 on the way, no good. And the rebound brought down by Barunda. Ashland's third. Push it forward to Aranda, a little bit hard. Gets it back out to Castro. Off the tip, Rios with another rebound. Jabry will reset it. Now Malaya for three, and bang from WNBA range. If they can heat Castro up, it can become a very long night real fast for Denver City as Lovington takes their first lead of the contest, 20-18 with 3 minutes to go in the third. Granados into the middle, ball loose on the court, picked up by Vega. She saves it, now tosses it deep, left side. Three on the way, and that one is good for Gonzalez as she drains it from the deep left corner. Denver City back up now 21-20. Throw the fastball down to Jabry. In the right block. Turnaround is going to be blocked by Granados, but she'll get it back. Give it over to Malaya. Picking her up quickly. Gonzalez comes out to guard. They'll hand it off to Barunda. Barunda into the paint, and she'll be fouled as she drives the hoop. Ashland will head to the line for two with 2:35 remaining in the first half. Lovington trails by one. Briefly led just a couple of minutes ago. They're going to come over. And they are going to call that one on Vega, her first personal. It is the first team foul in the quarter on Denver City, but it will result in free throws. So Barunda at the line. Ashland puts the first one up, and we are tied once again at 21 apiece. Reinforcements checking in for Denver City. As coming in are Brooklyn McCray. And also Natalie Setasetos. Barunda at the line makes the first and makes the second. Ashton about an 80% free throw shooter. She'll check out. Abigail Schaus back in. 2:35 remaining here in the first half. Of course, we're going to have a lot to talk about in your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. A back and forth affair here at Wildcat Gym. It goes from Gonzalez to Vega to Garcia. Now back out to McCray. To Vega, right wing for three. It is off the glass, no good, and it'll be Jabry Rios with the rebound. That'll be Jabry's third. To the front court, Malaya runs the point, works against Gonzalez. Goes behind the back. Keeps the dribble alive, looking for a little room. Gonzalez not giving her any room to go. They'll push it out to Hernandez as Braylon picks up the dribble, gives it to Carly. Knapp to Rios, back to Castro, then sets the screen for her. She'll move over, 18-footer from the right corner is up and in. Long two-pointer for Malaya Castro. She's got 8 points, stretches the Lovington lead out to 3, their biggest of the ball game, with 1:40 remaining here in the first half. Throw the fastball to Setasetos, wide open underneath, and she'll get the foul on Schaus. She'll head to the line for two. Abby's first personal, third team foul on the Lady Cats. Setasetos to the line. Her first trip to the stripe. She's got 2 points to go along with 4 rebounds. As Setasetos bends the knees, eyes it, skies it, and rolls it home over the front of the rim. So now a 24-22 Lady Cat lead. First quarter, all Denver City pretty much, and the second quarter pretty much been the exact opposite, all Lovington. Setasetos trying to get it back to within one. Shot is up, and she gets them both. She's got 4 points in the ball game. 1 point, Denver City led by 8. Now Lovington leads by 1. Knapp to the front court, works in against McCray. Throws it underneath to Schaus from the high post. It is off the front of the iron, no good. And the rebound by Setasetos. That'll be her 5th, and she's fouled. And they're going to call that one on Schaus. That'll be Abigail's second personal. 4th team foul, and Abby has picked up 2 quick fouls. Got to control herself, especially when battling for the rebounds. McCray to the front court. She'll toss it around to Gonzalez, back to McCray, now to Vega. To the right elbow, and the shot up from 15, no good. As Schaus gets knocked down, no call, and it'll be Carly Knapp who traps down the long rebound. Knapp throwing it over to Castro. Denver City want the travel, not going to get it. Castro to the right elbow. Picks up the dribble, needs some help. Hernandez comes over to help her, then she'll set the little pick. Though the high inlet pass to Schaus knocked away by Setasetos and out. It should stay Lovington ball just right of their own bucket. Wow. They're going to say that Abby touched that one last, and so that'll be the 9th turnover for Lovington. 46 seconds to go here in the first half. 24-23, Lady Cats in the lead. McRae runs the point, pushes it in and off the back of Carly Knapp, and 12 turnovers for Denver City. So back down Lovington with 30 seconds to go. Hand it to Knapp. She works against Vega. Trying to get it to Rios. Ball loose on the court, and we'll have a jump ball. It'll be a tie-up, and it'll stay Lovington basketball. Lovington has got to show better hustle on those loose balls on the floor. You can't just kind of doop-de-doop-de-doop over, especially in a one-point ball game. As Rios and Hernandez check out, back in are Aubrey Aranda and Ashlyn Barunda. They'll throw the fastball to Ashlyn. Left corner, takes it on the left base. Trying to look for some room, turns around, tries to get it to Schausen, just out of the reach of Abigail, and that'll be the 10th turnover for Lovington. 24-23, Lady Cats in the lead. Denver City, I've got to think, going to play for the last shot here, trailing by 1. Throw the fastball to Vega in the front court. She's got to wait for some help, and timeout going to be taken by Coach Gutierrez. And he wants just a 30, so he'll take his second 30-second timeout. So we'll just keep it right here. Of course, we've got your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show coming up. So, Michael Todd, what are you thinking from the first half so far?
Well, I think that, first of all, they've got to control their turnovers. When I was watching them do warm-up before the game, I was looking at both teams, and the Wildcats were playing with heart, which is what a coach would say. They've got to play with heart. Of course, they've got to play with skill, and that was looking good for them. But they've got to control the turnovers, and also I was really happy in that first period. It was it was Denver City that was really going wild on fouls. However, the second period,
it's been a tale of two periods.
The Wildcats are fouling out, so they've got to watch that as well.
Well, they certainly do. Yeah, four team fouls for Denver City in the first, 4 for Lovington in the second. But the scoring has been exactly opposite. 8 seconds to go out of the timeout. Denver City basketball stolen away by Barunda. 13 turnover for the Fillies. Ashlyn will take it coast to coast and lay it up and in. Ashlyn Barunda at the buzzer puts Lovington up, pardon me, by a score of 26-23. We'll take a timeout, come back with your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. Lady Cat basketball continues in a moment.
For 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat basketball from New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. This is the Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, my friends, at some point you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. A 26-23 lead for Lovington in this one as we hit the halftime report. Let's take a look at the numbers in this one. A tale of 2 quarters as Denver City came out pretty much on fire, but then slowed down considerably in the second quarter. Let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers in this one. The leading scorer right now for Denver City For the Fillies, Natalie Garcia has 6 points. Then you got 4 in the books for Daniela Vega, 4 points for Jalissa Granados, 4 points for Natalie Setacetos, 3 points for Danny Gonzalez, and you got a bucket for Amber Carter. Leading rebounder right now for the Fillies is Setacetos. She has 5. 12 rebounds as a team for Denver City. They score 16 points in the first. They get 10 in the second. That's how they get to their 26 on the board. They did turn the ball over 13 times. Turning the page for your Lovington Lady Cats, you've got Malaya Castro and Ashlyn Barunda, each with 8 points in that first half. And you've got 6 points for Abigail Schaus and a bucket for Aubrey Aranda and another one for Carly Knapp. Lovington goes 3 of 5 from the free throw line in that first half. That is 60% from the charity stripe. Leading rebounders right now, Jabri Rios and Aubrey Aranda, each with 3 boards in that first half. Only 8 rebounds as a team in the first half for Lovington. 10 turnovers, so they are leading in that category. They got 11 points in the first, 15 in the second, and that gets them to their 26 on the board. So Lovington Auto Supply, Napa Know-How halftime show. Something we always do, and I will bring in Michael Todd on this. Thanks for joining us tonight, by the way, Michael. But
you bet.
Your Lovington Auto Supply, Napa Know-How keys to the second half.
Keys to the second half. Well, first of all, in the first period, Wildcats seemed to start out kind of creaky, but then it was kind of like a thing of Stella got her groove back, where as the period went on and then into the second period, they started out, I thought, very well. But then, once again, as you've mentioned, it's the turnovers. So, if you're wanting me to tease the second half, I would have to say it's really hard to predict because, as you said before, it's a tale of 2 periods. So, which Wildcats team are we going to see coming out in the third?
Well, and I think that will really determine who is going to ultimately win this game, is who wins maybe the third quarter. I mean, Lovington's credit, they came at one point, were down by 8, and now they're up by 3. So I can do math, sort of. I mean, even though I went to Big Spring High School and we got into that last night, we're not going to do that again. That's an 11-point swing, though, for the Lady Cats. Well, that is a very good sign for them going into the second half. They've got to have better ball movement. They got a little better late in that second half. They're just really, through much of the first half, not making crisp, clean passes. Now, I know Chief Bridgeforth is going to make adjustments for his Lady Cats. He's going to try and find a way to get the Lady Cats open. They were just smothered and swarmed. I expect to see probably some more picks and rolls, some more screens going on to try and get those shooters open on the outside, which will then open up the lanes for them to attack.
It was kind of a not a great situation because, as you mentioned earlier, their offense needed to kind of get into the groove. While at the same time, you just said it right there, the defense was swarmed. And so anyway, I will say this. Schaus, you mentioned earlier before the game, we talked about her, that she's over 6 feet tall, obviously very formidable. And a lot of folks might compare her to Caitlin Clark, which is very, very understanding, very respectable. Her style of playing, though, and I usually follow in the WNBA, the New York Liberty, because I like their aggressive playing style. Schaus reminds me more of Brianna Stewart, who at 6'4", just they seem to have similar abilities, and they play similarly.
All right. Well, pretty good comparison there, I would think, and I would think Abigail would probably be flattered by that. So we are here at Wildcat Gym, your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show. Lovington in the lead, 26-23. He's Michael Todd, by the way. He's the morning guy on Cool 95.7, and he agreed to join me tonight. You've done some games with me before. We've done some football, and you always seem to get the road games. You actually get a home game for once here in Lake County. We didn't have to go to Chama or to Clovis or somewhere to call a ball game together. But
well, and I love it because, honestly, football, of course, is in our blood. However, personally, I love basketball and always have. And my head coach at Erie County, when I went to school there back in the dark ages in Mertzon, Texas, senior year head football coach, Coach Harvey, asked me to go with the team at the home games and away games and shoot video. So I'm working the camera tonight, and this feels like old home week for me.
It's a little bit of a return then.
That's
for
right.
The former Erie County videographer. He's doing videography tonight.
It was training for tonight.
For tonight. Well, I mean, since it was just like, 6 months ago, I mean, you should be fine. So
Right,
you
yeah.
should remember it right there. And if you believe that, I have got some oceanfront property in Arizona to sell you.
Thank you.
26-23 is our score. The Lovington Lady Cats in the lead. This has been your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, my friends, you will. Get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. And we go to the second half right after this. Lovington Lady Cat basketball continues in a moment on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com.
Shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and off of the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat basketball from Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Getting ready for the second half of this one. Lovington up 26-23. I'm TJ Miracle, Michael Todd alongside tonight. Dawn Morgan on assignment. Hope you are having a fantastic Friday night. The weekend almost upon us. And it'll be the 5 starters back out on the floor, looks like, for both teams. So you got Aranda, Schaus, Castro, Knapp, and Barunda on the floor for Lovington. And you've got Vega, McCray, Garcia, Carter, and Gonzalez on the floor for Denver City. It'll be Denver City basketball as we start off this second half of action. No pushing it over, getting it to Vega, throw the fastball in, and too hot to handle, and another turnover for Denver City. We talked about Lovington's turnovers, Denver City in our listening area too, and we appreciate you being with us, but way too many turnovers. That's 14 now for them. That has directly led to Lovington mounting that 11-point swing. Castro from the right elbow, turnaround from 15. That one no good, and a foul going to be called on Schaus as she goes over the back. So Abigail quickly has picked up 3 personal fouls. Chief Bridgeforth telling her, just got to keep your hands up and think about it down there. So into the front court comes DC. As that will be McCray. McCray to Vega, and then Malaya just picks her pocket, just reaches up and takes it away from her to Knapp on the breakaway. Left lane, up and in for Carly. She's got 4 points in the ball game, and Lovington strikes first in the second half. Garcia to the front court, a little bit of pressure there. Spin move by McCray. Over to the left block, and a roller up and in. Ball loose on the court, and it'll be Gonzalez who winds up with it, and she'll push it back out to Garcia. Garcia to McCray, who backs it up to the Wildcat at center court. Push it in, and off the leg of Schaus, and saved by Barunda. 16 turnovers now for Denver City. Ashland pushes it forward to Knapp. Carly with it, picks up the dribble in the left elbow and then tries to throw it to Barunda in the wing, but Barunda was cutting for the corner, and so the teams trade turnovers. 5-point lead for the Lovington Lady Cats, their biggest of the ball game. As it'll be McCray to inbound it from the far side, as checking in will be Granados. Garcia pushing it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez cycles around from the left to the right, back to Garcia on the far base, on the far sideline. Back over to Garcia. Malaya gets a hand on it. Didn't get the foul. Little bump there. She got away with one. At the line, pushing it out. Garcia back in. Free throw line. Cetos to Gonzalez, and they'll just play pass around. Now McCray, WNBA 3, distance in and out. No good, and the rebound going to be brought down by Carter, her third, and then a foul going to be called on Lovington on the rebound. I thought they got the tie up there, Michael, but Big Dog didn't agree with us, and so they'll call that one on Aubrey. That'll be her third personal foul and the second on Lovington here in the quarter. So a couple of Lady Cats in a little bit of foul trouble, Chief. Electing to keep him out there. Push it in. It is loose on the floor. Still loose as McCray saves it. And then it'll be Vega for three and a push foul underneath. All of a sudden the whistle's coming hot and heavy. And they're going to call that one on Denver City as they're going to say Carter pushed off on Schaus trying to get positioning for a rebound. So that'll be her third personal. First team foul in the quarter on the Fillies. So back to Lovington. 2 minutes gone here in the third. Castro throws the fastball to Barunda. Turnaround from the right elbow, and that one is going to be off the mark. And it'll be Carter with her fourth rebound. Lovington has got to do a better job cleaning off the boards. Denver City is just absolutely taking it to him there. To Granados. Bounce pass inside, stolen away by Barunda. Barunda back down the court. Crossover, trying to get it into Castro. Ball loose, and it'll go out. And last touched by Denver City. Malaya had to block out a couple of Fillies to get her hands, to keep her hands off of that one. Now she'll inbound from the deep right corner. Gets it into Barunda. Turnaround right wing for three and bang! Ashlyn Barunda with 11 points in the ball game. Puts Lovington up now by 8, their biggest lead of the ball game. So we've had a 16-point swing since the first quarter. 5:15 to go in the third. Granados now back out top of the arc for Garcia. High arcing shot, no good, and it'll be Gonzalez with her second board of the ball game. They'll reset with McCray, a little spin move, and she goes hard to the floor, and they'll call jump ball, and it'll go back to Lovington on the 18th turnover for Denver City. Coach Gutierrez going to take the timeout. He wants to talk about it, see if he can keep this one from getting any further out. So with 4.5 minutes to go here in the third, it's Lovington 31, Denver City 23, back in 30 seconds. Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com.
Sammy Sludge. I'm the sludge inside your pipes, your toilet pipes, bathroom sink pipes, even your kitchen sink pipe. I'm inside and outside causing all sorts of problems. Plumbing problems? Call the Master. Master Plumbers, serving households in Lee County and West Texas for over 20 years. Tell Sammy Sludge you called the Master. Master Plumbers, 397-9385.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat Basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Please subscribe, by the way. Also on HobbsAmerica.com and on the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Michael Todd tonight. Dawn Morgan is on assignment. Tiff and Evie keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. It has been a long one for all of us with Stuff a Truck going on. Of course, Stuff a Truck also benefits Lovington Food Coalition, so you can come donate tomorrow down in Hobbs. Would love to welcome you into that. It'll be Lovington basketball out of the Philly timeout with 5:02 remaining here in this third quarter. Denver City still looking for their first points here in this quarter as Barunda will take the inbound from Aranda. Barunda goes behind the back under pressure from Garcia. Now gives it off to Malaya. Gonzalez will pick her up. Malaya tries to direct traffic, bounces it to Aranda. Deep right corner for three. That one was partially blocked, and everybody will just watch that one go out and was blocked by Denver City. It should be Lovington basketball, and yes, it will be. Denver City keeping up the defensive pressure. Lovington right now just doing a much better job with it to Schaus, and she's going to get hammered just as she catches the ball. It will be on the floor as they're going to whistle that one on Brooklyn McCray. That'll be her first personal. Second team foul on Denver City, and we'll try the inbound again. If I'm Chief Bridgeforth, I think I may just do the same thing. He won't, though. Get it out to Malaya. NBA three from the top of the arc, and bang! Malaya Castro with 11 points in the ball game, and Lovington now, just like that, up by 11. Now Denver City finding themselves in quite the hole from the free throw line. Garcia, turnaround jumper from 15, gets that one to rattle home. Garcia now with 8, and that is the first points of the quarter for Denver City, and they come at the halfway mark. Carly Knapp pushes it across court. Malaya, right wing for 3, and bang! Nothing but the bottom of the net. Malaya Castro back-to-back trays, and Lovington now up by 12. Garcia to Garcia. Little push off there, no call. Back to Garcia. Swing it around to McCray. McCray to Garcia. Castro on her. She'll give it to Gonzalez, then push it back to Garcia. Long cross-court pass. They try and work it inside to Granados. Granados goes over the top of Schaus, and the ball will go out. It'll be Lovington basketball. Denver City all of a sudden, Michael, putting a little more pepper on the passes, looks like.
Yeah, I'm going to have to eat my words. I didn't say them, but my concern going in was I think that Denver City was giving the Wildcats opportunities through turnovers, fouls, and so forth, and the Wildcats were not taking opportunities, and now they are.
Yes, they are. They're up 37-25 as Knapp will run the point into the front court. Hernandez checking into the ball game, as is Jabri Rios. Barunda underneath to Jabri. 3 Denver City girls on her. Puts up a shot, no good. And the rebound will be brought down by Granados. That'll be her second. Denver City will bring it back down the court with 3:15 remaining in the third. Lovington up by 12. McCray with a hot pass, then gets it back to Garcia. Garcia to Gonzalez. To Garcia, back to Gonzalez. Working the center on the left side of the court. Flip it over to McCray in the right corner. Now into Granados. Granados puts it on the ground, looking for a shot, puts it up, no good, but she's fouled. Question is, are they going to get Barunda or are they going to get Rios for that one? We await the man in stripes instructions, and they are going to call Ashland for it. Her first personal, third team foul on the Lady Cats. And so Granados at the line to shoot 2, and her first one is up and falls out, no good. Granados with 4 points in the ball game. Looking for her 5th point now from the line. Puts up the shot, and that one will rattle home. She is now 1 of 4 from the charity stripe. Makes it 37-26. An 11-3 run for Lovington. Lady Cat basketball as reinforcements check in for Denver City as they go to a full court press. Garcia swats it away from Castro. As the ref will get it back in. So man pressure set up for the Fillies. Push it into a streaking Ashland Barunda. Takes it to the right corner. Gets trapped up by Gonzalez, then bumped and no call. Ball loose on the floor. Ashland saves it. Gets it to Malaya. She drives in hard and count the bucket and the foul as she attacks Setos and gets the bucket to fall, and she'll head to the line for 3 the old-fashioned way. The and one on the way. They are going to whistle that one on Setos, her first personal, third team foul on Denver City. And Malaya Castro at the line. Eyes it, skies it, and falls off, and it'll go out of bounds, and it'll be Denver City basketball. Malaya with 16 points in the ballgame, pacing everybody. Lovington up 39-26, 2.5 minutes to go here in the third. Garcia to the front court, uses up the dribble. Now she'll get it immediately back from Gonzalez. Goes in, then to McCray, left wing. 3 on the way, no good. Battle for the rebound, goes out. And I don't know, that could be off Setos or Barunda. They were both in there. Looks like it went over Ashland's back, and yep, they're going to call that one. That ball rolled up and over her back like a cartoon. So it'll be Gonzalez to inbound it right of her own bucket. She'll push it into Setos. Setos back to Gonzalez, and then Malaya just says, I think I'll take that. Thank you very much. 19th turnover for Denver City. Malaya runs into Hernandez, pushes out to Ashland. WNBA 3 distance, and Ashland just airballs it. So because it didn't touch anything, it's a turnover. 12th turnover for the Lady Cats. Ashland take about a half step further in, young lady. Chief Bridgeforth calls her over and says, Ashland, get a little closer next time. Zaranda checks back in. It'll be McCray with it. Underhanded, trying to get it to Vega. They will. Vega pushing out to Garcia. Back to McCray. With Knapp on her tight. 1:45 to go. Turnaround from 18. That one partially blocked and didn't get anywhere close to it in the hands of Hernandez. The fastball down as Knapp will get it, save it on the baseline, get it to Aranda. Aranda into the paint, out to Hernandez, then push it back out Malaya. NBA 3 distance, it is in and out, and it'll be Hernandez with the rebound, her first, and then she is going to be fouled as she was battling with Vega. That'll be the second personal on Vega. Fourth team foul on the Fillies. So now Paisha Gonzalez will come in for Knapp. It'll be Lovington basketball. Aranda, Rios, Hernandez, Gonzalez, and Castro on the floor for the Lady Cats. Jabri picks up the dribble, needs some help. Malaya comes back. She works against Garcia, loses the dribble, and it'll go into the hands of the Fillies. Garcia loses it to Vega, who then gives it right back to Garcia. She'll pop the NBA distance three, nothing but an air ball and another turnover. All of a sudden, the two teams having a little trouble finding the range from downtown. And it goes back to Lovington. Pressure on with 1:04 to go here in the third. The high inlet comes to Malaya, gets bumped, no call by Vega. Goes behind the back, uses up the dribble, needs some help to Hernandez. Hernandez back to Castro in front of the Lady Cat bench. Throw it into Rios, who gets blasted from behind by McCray. That'll be her second personal, fifth team foul. That'll put Lovington in the bonus. And Jabri will go to the line for two. That one was right on the edge of being a flagrant. They didn't call it that way. But it should be Rios at the line to shoot two. Guys, we're in the bonus. There we go. The refs picked it up. I take a moment to wet the old whistle.
And what's Coach Bridgeport saying now?
Coach
Bridgeforth, I'm sorry.
Chief's probably just saying, let's sink these things, Jabri. They're Jabri at the line, and I said we were having trouble finding the range. I didn't mean from 15 foot out, as Jabri just airballs and airmails a free throw. That is not like her at all. Of course, she did get tackled just a minute ago. She may still be feeling a little off. She makes the second one, nothing but the bottom of the net. 40-26, Lady Cats now up by 14. Under a minute to play here in the third. Garcia across the line to Garcia. Paisha picks her up quickly, now back to Garcia. There's the law firm again, Garcia and Garcia. Looking, throwing it in. Garcia fall away from the right baseline from 12, and it is good. Natalie Garcia with 10 points leads the way for Denver City. That'll be Aranda to Knapp. Right corner, three on the way, and that one is off the mark. But it'll be Jabri who comes away with it, as she'll push in and get it off to Aranda. The little underhand scoop, no good, and the rebound by Denver City, and then the foul. Jabri with 4 rebounds, and they will be a floor foul. They're going to whistle that one on Jabri. I think maybe just a little bit of frustration there. Fourth team foul on the Lady Cats. 13 seconds to go here in the third as Garcia checks in for Vega. For Denver City, Garcia, Cetos, Gonzalez, McCray, and Garcia on the floor for Denver City. With 8 seconds to go, Lovington up by 12, 40-28 with 6 with 5. McCray for 3, right corner. That one is off the mark. And Cetos there with the rebound, but her putback won't fall. And we head to the fourth. Lovington 40, Denver City 28. Lady Cat basketball continues in a moment.
Is your team's safety training ready to go on location? If you need safe land, CPR, and H2S training, Cannon Safety is who you need. They'll get you squared away with NCCE ROQs and pipeline training. Cannon Safety has a variety of BW, Honeywell, H2S, and multi-gas personal monitors starting at $99. Nothing is more important than your company's safety. Don't waste any more time. Get a Cannon Safety professional on the job today. Google Cannon Safety Hobbs or call 575-738-0001.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat Basketball from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Michael Todd. Dawn Morgan on assignment tonight as I quickly do math, which is never a good thing. The Lady Cats outscoring Denver City 14-5 in that quarter. So just a good quarter for Lovington. And it will be Lady Cat basketball as we start this fourth quarter off. As Knapp will bring it in, hand it off to Castro. Castro, the high inlet pass to Schaus. Abigail gets it under pressure, puts up a shot, no good, and it will be Setasetos with the rebound. That'll be her 7th rebound of the ball game. Abigail's just had trouble with Setasetos, who's probably about 6'4" in there. Move it to Garcia. Top of the arc, 3 on the way, no good. It'll be Knapp off the board or off the glass and gets the rebound, takes it coast to coast, gives it underneath to Malaya. Misses the point blank layup, and the rebound will be brought down by Garcia. Garcia runs the point back down. Shake and bake, goes into the paint, loses the handle on it, but there to save it is McCray to Gonzalez. Her 3 will rattle home from the left corner. That's her 2nd tray of the ball game, and Denver City draws first blood here in the 4th. Malaya back down, hands it off to Aranda. Aubrey to the free throw line, jumps it up and sends it out of bounds. Didn't touch anything, so that'll go in the books as a turnover. 14th of the ball game for Lovington. As Vega will check back in for Garcia. And, they're going to say that Denver City got a hand on it, so no turnover. I think really got to start using pencil for these things. So the long inbound pass will come back to Knapp over on the far side. Carly, the little crossover, takes it into the right block, and she's going to be partially blocked, but there to grab it and put it back. Aubrey Aranda, her first rebound and her 4th point of the ball game. 42-31, Lady Cats in the lead. 6:40 remaining in the ball game. Denver City running out of time. The Fillies have got to find a way to start running. Bounce it in to Garcia. Turnaround from the right elbow is up and good. Natalie Garcia with 12 in the ball game. Having a whale of a game for that young lady. Push it forward to Aranda. Aranda to Schaus from the left block. No good. Abby gets her own rebound. Her putback no good. And then it'll get tied up underneath. And it'll stay Lovington basketball as Aranda fights underneath. It's the first rebound in the game for Abigail. Good job by Setasetos, too, to tie her up. So Aranda to inbound it. Lovington up by 9. Bounce it into Barunda. Now back out to Knapp. Knapp around. Winds up to Aranda and tries to throw it in, but Barunda's there. Now gives it over to Abigail in the right low post position, and up and in for Abigail. 8 points for Abby, and it's 44-33. Push it in and right into the hands of Malaya Castro. Turnover for the Lady Cats. Malaya takes it coast to coast and gets fouled from behind. Malaya will head to the line for 2 as they are going to whistle Vega for her 3rd personal. First team foul in the corner. And it'll put Castro at the line to shoot 2. Malaya just 1 of 4 from the stripe, but has 16 points to pace everybody. First shot on the way for Castro, up and good. 45-33, Lady Cats in the lead. So Castro gets the first, puts the right toe on the line, and gets that one to roll over the front of the iron, gets the shooter's roll. 46-33, Lady Cats in the lead, 5:49 remaining here in the ball game. Great to have you with us. Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Z94 KZOR Facebook page. Push it in and out of bounds, and last touched by McCray. Is good hustle there for Barunda. Got a hand on it and knocked it off McCray's foot. That is turnover number 23 now for Denver City. They put the pressure on as Barunda brings it into the front court. She'll just take it herself all the way, and it'll be Schaus who winds up out-battling Setasetos for it. And Schaus with 10 points in the ball game. So now 3 Lady Cats in double figures, and it's back to a 15-point lead for Lovington. Lovington's JV had a rough go against the Philly JV. Now the varsity trying to get it back, and a 3 on the way, and nothing but the bottom of the net for Natalie Garcia. Wow, she's got 15. Trying to keep Denver City in this one single-handedly. 12-point lead for the Lady Cats. To Aranda. Jumps and falls away from 5 on the right base and up and in for Aubrey. She's got 6 in the ball game. Now 50-36 and timeout taken by Coach Gutierrez. It is a 60, so we'll take it with them. 50-36, Lovington up by 14. Lady Cat basketball continues in just a moment.
Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat basketball here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com. Also the Z94 KZOR Facebook page. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Michael Todd tonight. Running camera, providing commentary. Dawn Morgan on assignment. Tiff and Evie Stuber back at One Radio Square, keeping an eye and an ear on everybody just like they have all day long today. So Denver City uses their 4th timeout as Coach Gutierrez tries to find a way to get his squad back into this one. They led by as much as 8 in the first quarter, Michael, but since then it's pretty much been all Lady Cats.
Well, and I was looking once again when Coach Bridgeforth was working with his team. Like any good coach, he was gesticulating wildly. He had an intense look, and he was making adjustments on the fly.
I'm not sure I've ever seen Chief gesture wildly. I'm not sure it's in his nature. You have just seen a unicorn, Michael, as the steal on the inbound as Barunda will bring it back. Ashlyn coast to coast, put it up and in. Count the bucket and the foul. Ashlyn gets the steal, takes it in. She's got 13, and they may call the flagrant on that one. So count the bucket, and they will whistle that one. For sure they put it up on. They will put that one up on Gonzalez, her first personal. They don't call the flagrant. So Barunda at the line for 3 the old-fashioned way as Ashlyn puts it up and gets the and one home. 53-36. Lovington trying to stretch their legs back out with 4.5 minutes to go here in the game. Winner of this one will move and put a 3rd win in the column. To Garcia, pushing over to Gonzalez, back to Garcia. They'll move around, and Barunda tries to get it away from Gonzalez and winds up in the student section. I don't think that guy is a student, but it's okay to sit there usually. As the official tells a little girl, hey, come on, move through. She was hanging out watching the action. And he's like, a little too close to the court, young lady. So just keep moving. You see all kinds of things, don't you?
Can't blame her for that.
No, you can't, as Garcia almost loses it to Castro. She'll cross it over, go right to left, get it to Garcia, push it inside. Now they'll have to push it back out. Good defense inside by Schaus, as Barunda will steal it away almost again, but it'll go out of bounds before she has control. So Denver City will keep it. We are right at the halfway point of this 4th quarter. Lovington up 53-36. Gonzalez waits to inbound it. 4.5, 5. Got it in right at the 5 count. Garcia to Gonzalez, right corner, 3 on the way. That one is off the mark, and it'll be Aranda with her 3rd board of the ball game. Aubrey under intense pressure from Garcia. Now they try and trap her up. She'll bounce it over to Barunda. Barunda pushing it over. Castro, right corner for 3, and bang! Malaya Castro, 21 points in the ball game, puts Lovington up by 20 with 3.5 remaining in the contest. Gonzalez to the front court. Needs some help, bouncing inside and stolen away off the tip into the hands of Schaus. Schaus to Castro to Knapp on the break and up and in for Carly off the left glass. She's got 6. 58-36, and Coach Gutierrez is going to use his final timeout, and we'll take it with him. 58-36, 3:15 remaining in the game. Lovington on a roll. Lady Cat basketball continues in a moment.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
Attention shoppers. Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And welcome back to Lovington Lady Cat Basketball here from the Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. I'm TJ Miracle alongside Michael Todd. Dawn Morgan on assignment tonight. As out of the Denver City timeout, Denver City is out of timeouts. Lovington up by 22, 58 to 36. It'll be Denver City basketball with 3:11 to go. As Lovington has finally found their stride after that first period. Bad pass, but it'll be saved away. Garcia back with it, and she is bumped, and a bad foul for Barunda there through the hip check. So that'll be 3 free ones. So Ashland, that'll be her second personal. Just the first team foul on Lovington, but 3 chances at the line for Natalie Garcia. Her first chance at the line tonight, surprisingly. She has 15 and still has 15 as she misses the first, but she gets 3 attempts at it. Under 3 remaining in the contest. Lovington in control here. Second on the way for Garcia, and that one takes a funny bounce and not good. That one had the look of one that might hit the back of the rim and then just bounce straight up and then come down through the threads. It didn't do it. I bet Garcia wished it had it. And the third one is on the way, and she goes 0 for 3, and the ball loose, and it'll be Denver City with it, and then Schaus will block it out after the rebound by Carter, her 5th, and then they'll turn it over, give it to Lovington. Barunda drives in and put it up and in for Ashland. Barunda now with 16 points, makes it 60 to 36. As Schaus set the screen, and Barunda took it home. To Garcia. Takes the handoff from Garcia to Vega to Garcia at the free throw line. Deep left corner. Gonzalez, Garcia, back to Garcia. Garcia drives in. Almost loses the basketball. Back to Gonzalez. Bounce it out. Garcia looking for some help. Takes it back between the rings with 2.5 minutes remaining. And Lovington up by 24. Bounce it into Carter, and she's going to get fouled. That'll be the 4th personal on Abigail Schaus. Second team foul on Lovington. And Carter to the line for 2. Carter's first trip to the stripe tonight. Denver City collectively as a team, 5 of 11 from the line tonight. So Carter trying to get him to 50-50 with this one, and will. She's got 3 on the night. 60 to 37. Lovington in the lead as Barunda checks out. Jabri Rios checks in. Is Chief going to leave Abigail Schaus out there with 4 personal fouls? So Carter made the first. Will I the second? Puts it up, and that one is going to be short, and it'll be Knapp who controls the rebound, her 4th. Full court pressure, bad pass. Trying to get it to Carly Knapp, and she swats at it. And unfortunately gets a fingertip on it and pushes it out of the reach of Garcia. That's Haley Garcia who will inbound it as it's a turnover for Lovington, their 15th. At this point, not that it really matters, but you don't want to see things devolve. You know, the Lady Cats in command of this one. Bad bounce pass inside and right into the hands of Aubrey Aranda. Trying to get it to Carter inside. Aubrey weaves around, gets it across the timeline. Now to Malay in front of the Lady Cat bench. She works against Garcia, and Garcia kind of bumps into her. Didn't get the foul. Chief wanted it, didn't get it. Turnover number 16 for Lovington. We're under 2 to go here in this one as Schaus will check out for the Lady Cats. 1, 2, yeah, we've got 5 out there. Garcia throws the fastball to Carter, then throws the fastball into Garcia, but it's tipped. Garcia gets it back from Gonzalez and then pulls the trigger on the three, and it is good. Lovington up by 20, 60-40. Underneath to Rios, and off the right glass and up and in for Jabry. So now the Lady Cats, 62-40. As Garcia back to the front court. To Garcia, almost loses it. Tight defense by Knapp and Castro, and then Castro gets a hand in between the ball and Garcia and flicks it into the Denver City bench. Coming back into the game for the Phillies, it'll be McCray as she'll go in for Carter. So Garcia to Garcia with 1 minute to go in regulation. 1 minute to go in the game, I should say. Back to Garcia from the right block, puts it up. It kisses the glass and winds up in the hands of Barunda. She'll feed it down to a breaking Knapp who gets tackled. Nope, they're going to just say that it was out of her reach. Goes back into the Lady Cat locker room. And another turnover for Lovington. 54 seconds to go here in the ball game. Lovington will improve to 3-4 on the season. Chance to get back to 500 on Tuesday when they travel to Kermit to take on the Lady Jackets. Talk about that in the postgame show, and Jabry going to get called for a foul on McCray. And for Rios, her second personal. Third team foul on Lovington. Oh, well, they're not going to put McCray at the line. They're going to put Garcia at the line. Okay. Thought it was on McCray, but hey, whatever. So Haley Garcia puts up the first one, and nothing but the bottom of the net. 62-41 is the score. Who gets the first, eyes the second, puts that one up, and it is no good. It'll be Aranda with the rebound, her fourth. Aubrey gives it off to Barunda. Barunda turns on the Jets on the far sideline. Spins out of trouble, now gives it to Aubrey. Aubrey wide open, drives in hard, and she's going to get fouled. And the block foul going to be called underneath on Vega. That'll be her fourth personal, fourth team foul on Denver City. So Miranda at the line. Aubrey with a chance at the line tonight. She's got 6 points. So pretty much in the books. Denver City will fall to 2-10. They'll resume district play, I believe, next week. First one up for Aubrey. Nothing but the bottom of the net. She's got 7. First, best of luck to the Phillies moving forward. Normally I'd be rooting for Denver City, but you're playing Lovington. I'm the Lovington sports guy. So 64-41 is the score. They have 64-40 on the board. I'm pretty sure it's 41. I'll do some math here in a minute. 23 seconds remaining in the contest. And bouncing it out, and last touch by Lovington. Should stay Denver City basketball. Under 20 seconds to play. And pushing it in to Garcia. Garcia for 3, and she gets fouled as Malaya bumps her. And they're going to call the bump on Malaya. That'll be her first personal. Fourth team foul on Lovington. And that'll give Garcia another 3 opportunities at the stripe. She is 0 for 3 from the line. First one up, and no good. 0 for 4. Yikes. Garcia's had a whale of a game, except for at the free throw line. Can't argue with 18 points. And make it 19 as she finally gets that one to go. 64-42 the score. Second shot is up, and that one is no good, and it'll be another rebound for Aranda. That'll be her 5th. 10 seconds to go. Aubrey crosses the timeline, gets it dashing. They'll probably just play keep away with 5, with 4, with 3, with 2, with 1, and that'll do it. And the Lady Cats are victorious tonight. Final score 64-41 or 42. We'll be back with your post-game report right after this. Lady Cat basketball continues in a moment.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Lovington Schools proudly supports their athletic teams and wants to encourage all teachers, students, and staff to keep pressing on. Wildcats, you are winners on and for the court. Lovington Municipal Schools are proud of holding the utmost and highest standards. Go out there and be proud to be part of the Big Blue. For more information on what is happening now at Lovington Schools, log on to lovingtonschools.net and bet you won't be disappointed. Go Big Blue. 3 claps and a woo!
It's me, Sammy Sludge. I'm the sludge inside your pipes, your toilet pipes, bathroom sink pipes, even your kitchen sink pipe. I'm inside and outside, causing all sorts of problems. Plumbing problems? Call the Master. Master Plumbers, serving households in Lee County and West Texas for over 20 years. Tell Sammy Sludge you called the Master. Master Plumbers, 397-9385.
Attention oil patch companies. Is your team's safety training ready to go on location? If you need SafeLand, CPR, and H2S training, Cannon Safety is who you need. They'll get you squared away with NCCE ROQs and pipeline training. Cannon Safety has a variety of BW, Honeywell, H2S, and multi-gas personal monitors starting at $99. Nothing is more important than your company's safety. Don't waste any more time. Get a Cannon Safety professional on the job today. Google Cannon Safety Hobbs or call 575-738-0001.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to your Western States Insurance postgame report from Western States Insurance, your local hometown insurance agent right here in Lovington. Connie Severe and the whole staff, they will take care of you, whether it's for personal, business, your auto, your life, your health. Connie and Western States can take care of all of it for you at Western States Insurance. The Lady Cats improved to 3-4 on the season as they get the victory tonight, 64-42. Quick look at the final numbers in this one. We will start with the Fillies of Denver City. Their leading scorer tonight was Natalie Garcia. Had a whale of a game, 19 points for Garcia tonight. Then a pretty good drop-off. You had 6 points for Danny Gonzalez, 5 points for Jalissa Granados, 4 points for Natalie Setacetos, 4 points for Daniela Vega, and then you had 3 points for Amber Carter and 4 points. I already said 4 points for Setacetos and for Vega, and then 1 point, there we go, for Haley Garcia. Denver City turning the ball over way too many times, 27 turnovers tonight, and they had their problems from the free throw line as well, finishing up just 8 of 14, make that 15 from the free throw line. They did win the rebounding battle, though, as Natalie Setacetos led all rebounders in the game. She had 7. Turning the page for your Lovington Lady Cats. 3 Lady Cats in double figures tonight. 21 points for Malaya Castro pacing the squad. 16 points for Ashlyn Barund, and Abigail Schaus finishes up with 10. Aubrey Aranda just misses the double digits. She has 8 points in the ball game, 6 for Carly Knapp, and then 3 for Jabri Rios. Aranda leads the rebounding charge. She had 5 in the ball game, 20 rebounds as a team for the Lovington Lady Cats. They go 9 of 14 from the free throw line. Turned the ball over 17 times, but that's a little bit misleading. Some of those were kind of during the end of the game where things got just a little bit sloppy. 11 in the first, 15 in the second, 14 in the third, 24 in that deciding fourth period where Lovington gets the victory. So, Michael, final thoughts in this one tonight as we get ready for day 3 of Stuff a Truck tomorrow.
We'll be up and at 'em. Well, I will say this. First of all, if this gives you an idea about how much more exciting the second half was than the first, I didn't have time to make notes in the second half. I will say that the Lady Cats, their play in the first half was almost as uneven as my camera work, and I'm probably going to have to go see Dr. Teakle to have my eyes checked again, tell her I need to be more careful with the camera. But I would say that, first of all, I would like to be a fly in the locker room and hear what Coach is having to say to the Wildcats. But, that being said, a win is a win.
Well, it certainly is, and especially when your win is by 20-plus points, 22 points to be exact, not a whole lot to be too disappointed about. Now, the Lady Cats next up after tonight, they'll be heading down to the town of my birth, Kermit, Texas, and taking on the Lovington Lady Cats will be taking on the Kermit Lady Jackets in a boys and girls doubleheader on Tuesday night. Don Morgan will actually have the call for you there at Yellow Jacket Gymnasium. I believe the girls game starts at 4:30 New Mexico time, which would be 5:30 Texas time, to be immediately followed by the boys game. We will have those for you here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com. And if Facebook decides it likes us, we'll have it on the Z94 KZOR Facebook page as well. So a fun night tonight as the Lady Cats get to within a game of 500 and give Denver City all the fits they need, and they will drop Denver City to 2-10 on the season. But something tells me that is a Denver City team that is not going to quit and might actually make some noise in that district if they just get a few little things here and there that they can get worked out. Of course, safe travels to all of our friends heading back over the state line to Denver City. And we will see you again from Kermit, Texas on Tuesday. For Tiff and Evie, keeping an eye and an ear on everything back at One Radio Square. For Don Morgan on assignment tonight, for Michael Todd, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long, and thanks for watching and listening. This has been an exclusive presentation of New Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Lovington Basketball brought to you by Stone Oil Field Services, Lovington Auto Supply, Bob's Thriftway, the Lee County Electric Cooperative, Lovington Municipal Schools, Master Plumbers, Cannon Safety, and Western States Insurance. Good night and have a great weekend.